Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, so let's just dive in. And let's start with this tweet here. We do see ECB's President Lagarde. It is important to signal that we're ready to use all tools. The very interesting thing about this is that Europe has been moving extremely quick on regulations around digital assets, DLTs, and of course the entire crypto space. It is very interesting to see them really kind of moving fast on crypto at a time where they are signaling that they will utilize any sort of mechanism out there to combat inflation and the issues arising economically. To me, I believe that Europe has been ready for a while. We've made a video on this in the past when we did see the MiCA bill being passed. There's a lot of things happening over in Europe, and it is happening at a very rapid pace. In fact, over here we do see from RizXRP, EU preps rule for mandatory instant payments in euros. And yes, when we actually looked into this, this is very interesting as well. So this happened on the 25th of October. We do see EU preps rule for mandatory instant payments in euros. The European Union is preparing rules that would require banks in the Eurozone to offer instant payments in euros. This is going to be very interesting to me. I would love to see the tech stack behind something like this. Obviously, like, listen, we could speculate all day on this, but we do see that payment service providers, PSPs, that provide credit transfers in euro will be required to offer the service for sending and receiving IPs in euro. The requirement would cover 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And it will go to the EU states and the European Parliament after it was published that week. We haven't seen an update on this just yet. I will definitely be staying tuned to see what happens here, but we do see PSPs would then have 6 months to be ready to receive instant payments in euros in the euro area. They would have a year for sending instant payments in euros as well. And again, we don't have any insight on things happening around this. We don't have any tech stack that is being developed around this. We have no information at all on this system. But with what they have been recently doing with regulations around crypto, I would assume that they are most likely utilizing DLT technology within crypto. And we do see the EU has long sought to foster rivals to the dominant US players, Visa and MasterCard, earlier this year. One such effort, the European Payments Initiative, was forced to give up on its effort after more than half its bank members left. So, very interesting. And yeah, it's going to be an all-out economic war to have the most efficient system. This is also why I do believe that Ripple with XRP is positioned perfectly for this, because again, this tech stack that Ripple has with RippleNet utilizing XRP as on-demand liquidity, it is so lucrative, and it is highly, highly revolutionary. And also, we do see over here from Wrath Economin, at the end of the month, Carnegie, India will host a conference, Global Technology Summit. The geopolitics of technology, the exporter payments discussion includes India's NPCI, which has worked with Ripple and the RMA of Bhutan, a Ripple CBDC client. And here you guys have it, the Monetary Authority of Bhutan. Very interesting. Also, Monetary Authority of Singapore is there as well, which we do know Ripple has made their name known. This is going to be talking about real-time payment systems. RTGS is like the big thing that we've been paying attention to around this as well, the real-time gross settlement system, which, you know, is also being fully disrupted, but this is not to be, again, confused with that. But all of them are focused on the same thing, which is cross-border payments and how we fully disrupt this market, as well as this huge industry worth $156 trillion. And the very interesting thing about this is that India has been moving very fast on things. Just recently, we did see India officially launches its digital rupee CBDC pilot. We will most likely see a lot more updates from this very, very soon. This was not the only CBDC pilot recently launched as well. We actually seen over here, Sweden, the first mover, central bank and beyond. Shout out to Anderson. We do see a few things here. So one, this is the world's oldest central bank in Sweden. And then over here, we also do see the earliest European banknote most collectors will ever see was issued in Sweden in 1666. Happy coincidence given the anniversary we are now celebrating. And again, they are moving fast on CBDCs as well as moving extremely fast on a lot of things around digital currencies. We do see, although it was the first country to issue banknotes, Sweden is the most cashless society in the world today, with just 32 ATMs in operation per 100,000 people, and with more than 98% of its citizens own a debit/credit card. It also ranks as one of the top countries utilizing mobile payments. The first European country to issue banknotes, Sweden, looks to set to be one of the first European countries to get rid of them. Very interesting. And then over here, this is their, CBDCs talk. But the e-krona is the first digital currency to hit the market with the backing of a major economy. About 80% of central banks around the world are also conducting pilot tests. I'm telling you guys, pay attention to things that are happening around Sweden. And we do see over here, didn't Bob Way say something about once the first major economy goes to a digital currency? I can't quite recall the context. And here we have, nice find. That is exactly why the term has become so popular. Once you have an atomic settlement via two central banks, the game is over. Every other central bank will follow. Otherwise, their country would be at a significant disadvantage. Going all the way back to what the European Parliament is doing over here, aka Europe, or the European Union, setting out this huge requirement to the Parliament as well as moving extremely fast on it. They want to compete with the US. All of these major names are trying to compete. Every single major central bank will be a part of this new revolutionizing system backed by CBDCs. And of course, these CBDCs, we already know what they will be backed by. We've been addressing this for a while. In fact, yes, we have a few discussions on that. Here we have the Federal Reserve Bank of New York says central bank digital currencies could reduce FX transaction speeds to 10 seconds from a 2-day process. Own hard assets. Protect yourselves. This is why I've said make sure that you are paying attention to gold. And we do see down here, according to the research effort, a Fed digital dollar used in a wholesale capacity and the technology to record transactions results in instant and atomic settlement. What are we talking about over here? Atomic settlement via two central banks. Like you literally cannot make this stuff up. Like it's moving extremely fast. And then over here, central banks within the BRICS or who are trying to apply to join are stockpiling gold at record speed. These CBDCs behind these central banks will be backed by gold issued out on DLTs, public and private. I've said this time and time again. We are going to usher in to a new gold standard, but it's going to be far more efficient and it is going to be something that works a lot better than what we've seen back in the 70s because we talked about this recently. The reason why the gold standard failed is because of the small scarcity of gold. Now, as we look at things happening around the world, gold could easily back CBDCs and it could efficiently be issued out on DLTs. Now, a lot of people have confused this narrative and said XRP is going to be backed by gold. No, I don't believe that is the case. What I believe, and we've even said this talking about it in another video, is gold is going to be able to be transacted as well as moved a lot easier and more efficiently utilizing a bridge currency. But when you have CBDCs that are backed by gold, it's essentially the same exact thing. Things will be priced to gold. It's not essentially going to back it, if you will. I mean, I know it's a little bit of a hard scenario to really kind of grasp, but the way that I look at it is that XRP won't be priced to gold. What will happen is you'll have CBDCs priced to gold, backed by gold, and they will be stable coins like the US dollar, and they will be issued out on distributed ledger technology, public or private. And yes, the XRP ledger does have a public and private ledger basis on it, but all of this is going to be centered around what the BRICS are doing as well, because they are moving extremely fast on the new reserve currency as well as on the new financial system, and we do see BRICS is working on introducing a new reserve currency. A strong dollar is forcing countries to sell dollars to defend themselves. This is what a perfect storm looks like. History. And yes, I do believe that history is in the making. When we look at a lot of these tokens, when we look at a lot of these payment mechanisms as well that these tokens are basically used in, I do think that they are going to play a crucial role. And I do believe that XRP is well positioned for this new system. And things are going to move rapidly. I have been accumulating gold. I've been saying this on this channel for a while. I've been accumulating gold and I've been accumulating crypto, specific crypto, utility driven assets. Not the dog coins, not the meme coins, not this trash that a lot of people are spewing out on, YouTube. Oh, you need to buy this token because, Elon Musk might pump it later or whatever. No. We are buying utility tokens that have the possibility and the potential to change the entire landscape of the monetary system. And we do see over here, as the global order changes, central banks are buying a record amount of gold. Like I said, this new system, like gold will play a vital role to it. A lot of people have a confused idea on how this will work. Listen, nobody knows exactly how it could work. Could XRP at some point in time be backed by gold? It's a possibility, but we've heard Matt Hamilton say that there's no way that it could. Technically speaking, anything is possible. Like nobody knows what's going to happen next, but we are following the breadcrumbs, and the breadcrumbs lead back to gold as well as DLT systems. And we do see as economies come under pressure, leaders begin to point fingers. As currencies begin to collapse, geopolitical tensions start to rise. History does not repeat, it rhymes. This will be a ride, and I want you all to be ready. Start preparing. This is a major warning to those out there that are watching these videos, that are continuously understanding what is happening. We might not see an exact 2008 crisis, but what we will see is a full-on new financial system rise from the ashes of the current legacy system. Everything is changing. Everything around these major central banks, finance as we know it, is being fully disrupted. And I want you to all pay attention to the breadcrumbs. Everything is happening so fast. We have been reporting on this for so long, specifically around the BRICS. The BRICS have been a key player, but so is Sweden. Sweden is already in a world of where we are headed, which is a cashless society. Listen up, make sure you are paying attention, and I'm telling you guys, follow the breadcrumbs. So, with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, hope that you all have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.